knowledge, yo. I once had a love I fought for and got defeated, and then I switched it up, feeling like I didn't need it. Even remember them times that I would talk to Jesus, if nothing more than for a reason to believe in that forever love. But every time the thought would creep in, I closed my mind from both believing and receiving. And just when I thought that book of love was closed, was the moment that you opened the door. She might be a keeper, she might be a keeper, but pain from the past keep us both from even reaching. Oh well, maybe we won't, then again maybe we will. I'm just hoping she a 12 out of 12, a 12 out of dozen, a 12 out of dozen. I'm hoping that this effort isn't really all for nothing. A 12 out of dozen, a 12 out of dozen. Hoping we can be more than what we used to think that love is. I once heard at times love's a lonely road. You see the end, just be sure you picked up a few things as you go. That when you love, you gotta let it go. And when it come back round, be sure to hold it close. But when the heart
Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of King's Table. As always, your man, King City.
King Smoke.
Bangdo's not here with us right now, I mean, my boy had to take a trip real quick. But, you know, he gonna be in the building to hold down with us, And remember, that was what we had planned. That was that 12 out of 12 off of that Cognac and Mescal. If y'all want that, y'all can download that anywhere. But as always, man, how was your week?
Actually, we've been
month.
Yeah,
we've been MIA
for a little while now.
For a little while, man. About almost a whole month, cuz.
But shit been good this last month. Got some good shit coming to me.
Yeah,
good news all around. That's pretty much.
Oh shit, I done did it too, cuz.
Fucking up.
Yeah.
But no, this week been good though. Shit, this month been awesome. About you?
I mean, what had me gone for the beginning, you know, I was sick and shit. Know what I mean? But then after that, everything was great.
Had that shit.
What's that shit?
That shit.
Just that shit?
Anything you coughing too much, that shit.
Say, don't you wish that on me, Ricky Bobby. Know what I mean? But as always, man, like, what they saying? Like, do we say happy Black History Month? How would you say that? How would you say that?
Say what?
Do they say happy Black History Month?
Yeah, I guess they can say that. I don't know. I don't think they say Happy Black History Month.
But how would we acknowledge it? I mean, or just say, hey, it's Black History Month?
Yeah, I think we just supposed to be in remembrance. We supposed to be posting our people up today.
Just being in remembrance. I guess. Know what I mean? And like I said, remember, y'all tell us how was your week down below in the comments. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bring everybody in. Sit down at the table. Let's get the show started.
Swear this one is getting real crazy. Many killing my folks. Many hurting my people on the day. Bringing black Jim Crow man out in the world. And my citizen man out in the world. And my citizen.
And we're back just like that, man. And like I said, welcome to another episode of King's Table, man. As always, your man, King City.
King Smoke.
Bangdo's not here with us, man. He had to take a trip. Know what I mean? Get him a little higher. Just get his shit. Know what I mean? But appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. It's been a good little minute. It's like you got to get readjusted to being back. You know what I'm saying? It's been a good little while. But I'm glad that we can come back, you know, in the time of like right now, Black History Month. Know what I mean? And start to refocus on what is real and not what is you know, popular. So we can come back and because I believe we kind of fell into the trap of the social media thing. like everyone's talking about the relationships and the this and that. We came in here and started fading into that. When we first started, it was more, this is for the people. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the stuff people scared to talk about, the stuff that we need to talk about, be unbiased. I don't think we changed that part. I think we still never remain unbiased, but we fell in the trap of, let's cater to what they're already doing.
Yeah.
When we know that's what the problem is already.
Catering to motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's honestly the biggest problem going on in America. Everybody trying to cater to somebody, which you can't cater to everybody.
Right.
I'm not saying everybody don't deserve rights. That's not the thing I'm saying. I'm saying you can't cater to everybody's wants.
Right.
Because it just don't make sense. You'll fuck your whole shit up that way. That's just like a parent trying to give their kids everything they want. You're not going to parent.
Yeah, because they're not going to know, the meaning of no. Mm-hmm. They're not going to know the you can't have your way all the time.
Exactly. That shit go down to motherfucker what you go eat tonight.
Yeah.
Because shit, like it used to be like one of the things like that, yeah, you could just make whatever your kid want, but the world don't work like that. Some days your kid might gotta eat beans.
Yeah.
And if he too bougie for it,
he don't eat. But then they'll find out real quick that, they will eat this. They're just being selective because you allow them to. Choice. Know what I mean? But when it comes down to hunger, they gonna eat that food.
Mm-hmm. Because if you gave your kid the motherfucking choice, they will eat motherfucking nuggets and candy all day. Every day. Mm-hmm. And they can't. They fucking liver gonna fuck up that way.
That nigga said fucking and fucking.
I couldn't.
Throughout this month, it ain't changed. I tell you that you held on to your
core values.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You can't change up.
But yeah, like I think why isn't Black History Month felt? It's just a month, and we say it's Black History Month, but we really don't. What we feeling? What it feel like to us? You don't see nothing being glorified like that.
Because the problem is, for one, they celebrate the same 5 motherfuckers.
That's true.
It's not no celebration of everything. You don't really see black people making a day for granted. I say it should be more celebrated, but I think the fact that it's a month is kind of like you can't celebrate the whole month.
Why not? Why you can't?
I'm talking about like traditional celebration. You know what I mean?
You mean like party?
Not even just a party, just like, I don't know, like a get together, a dinner. You know what I mean? In traditional sense of like holidays, that's usually what people be looking forward to. Granted, it shouldn't be that way, but when it comes to holidays, that's truthfully what people be looking forward to. Because there's no day you ever I don't give a fuck about Arbor Day or Earth Day. Or those, don't get me wrong.
But when you're in, is it Black History Month, what would be the problem of us? I'm not saying celebrate like we're going to do a whole 4th of July cookout.
Matter of fact, nope. I changed my stance because Black History Month.
I'm down with that too, but I wasn't even speaking on that way. I'm just saying like we don't even put anything on the pedestal for real. We might, you might see a 30-second little quick mention here on this radio station or on this commercial or whatever the hell, like a quick little glances. But for us, what are we really doing for Black History Month?
Nothing. We need to put up a flag or something.
We can ask people, name 5 people, Black people of importance. Who can you name?
It's going to be the same ones. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, and everybody else was like, huh? Madam C.J. Walker. Ain't nobody going to know, like, Wilma Rudolph and the other ones. Nobody going to know, like, the ones they don't talk about.
Yeah. You should give them, go ahead and give them, like, someone right now, like, because it's kind of, I'm going to say it's sad, but it's not, because we all grew up in the same educational system. You know what I mean? That didn't, you can't 100% blame them, because we should be more empowered on ourselves and want to know more of ourselves. But they had us trapped to the point where they taught us just this. You know what I mean? And we kind of enjoyed it. And, we put Martin Luther King to this pedestal like this, but it was people right on his side or was even more important than him that we have no clue.
Shit, they only post half of what Martin Luther King be talking about. That's the crazy part. They don't post the parts they don't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there was a lot of shit that he won't feeling, but they won't put them speeches up. Like,
because they act like they liked him right now. I mean, they act like they liked him back then.
Yeah,
they didn't like him till he passed away.
Yeah, till they was able to chop up his speech with Photoshop. Like,
I mean, of course they can, praise him after he's gone because he's
gone.
Here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They would never praise the teachings of like a Malcolm X, something like that, because his was more by any means. Not doing violence, just by any means. And don't be stupid. You know what I mean? Now all that tearing out the cheek, get your head busted in the head with a brick and don't do nothing now. Hey, wait a minute now.
Yeah, that
You've never been stupid now.
It don't make no sense. It's because it don't work. You need both. You need politics and you need manpower.
The reason why they try to scare you to the point of stopping your protests or whatever you're trying to do is because they understand the end game. If more people join your protest, there's more people that's not going to work for them. So they need to try to put enough fear into you that you stop and everyone goes back to work and everything works out for them.
The crazy thing is, they don't even got to use fear and power now. They use fear like fucking, they use fear from your peers. Because that's why right now it's so many different causes and they put it on this spectrum of you're either with it or you're against it entirely. Like, I can't be on pro-black without agreeing to everything that the Democratic Party say. And somebody who just say, hey, we need to control our borders a little bit better is basically labeled, oh, you don't like black people or Mexicans or some crazy shit. Like, you got to accept everything the Republican Party say. No, when in reality, you can have different mindsets.
When did that become a talking point? When did what party you was involved become a talking point? But does it matter? Like, who the fuck walks up to people and talk to them and like, well, so Republican or Democrat? Who gives a shit?
Right now, it don't even matter. You say a view, they automatically assume. Because it's now to the point where you cannot just be one. Like right now, if you talk to your pro-black to somebody who's Republican, they go automatically say, oh no, well, you're a Democrat. You believe in that woke nonsense. Or if somebody was to say to somebody who's more of the Democratic persuasion, be like, oh, well, you must be a Republican because you're not talking about the things that the Democrats talk about. And that's literally how it is now. And it solves nothing is what it do.
My thing is, what does it matter?
No, it doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's what I'm meaning. The opposition that was created, that's what created, instead of fear in what will be done because of your protest, is fear as in how you be judged by your peers. That's why I say I don't agree with this whole thing where they're getting people fired just off their political opinion.
Right. Like that type of stuff shouldn't
exist.
Yeah, because what does it matter? Like, I think what we're doing as people, like, we're not realizing that we're tearing us the fuck apart.
Yeah.
By arguing so much. Because once we can't agree on anything, now the people gave the power to the government. Because they were like, well, fuck it then. Y'all can't agree on shit. We'll just make this rule that's just one standard now. It ain't like you can do whatever you want to do, you can do whatever you want to do, but y'all arguing that they get a choice to do it. So we're just going to say, no, this is what you can do. Now y'all going to sit back and be like, you mad as fuck because you can't do what you want to do, and you can't do what you want to do no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now you fucked because you gave up your power. And that's what we do on all damn day, just giving up our power because we argue about so much. They be like, fuck it. We'll just make the rules. Y'all can't agree on anything. Like, we can literally, it could be a video right now of a mother going into the grocery store with her child, and she can be in the shopping cart. It's going to be, and some people going to say the baby is too big and you shouldn't have it this way. And some people going to say, leave her the fuck alone. Some people going to say she's too small. Like, and we will make that so big to the point where the government will have to get involved and all this other extra shit. It's like, why? Does it matter? Leave this lady the fuck alone.
Yeah, it shouldn't go to that point.
That's
It shouldn't.
that's what we do every day.
Yeah, and that's with everything, to the point where, like you said, little situation, like everything turns into an argument. Damn near, I seen the video of a lady petting her dog, and people's in the comments saying something. Oh, your dog is too fat. You're abusing it, so and so and so. I'm like, why? Why she got to be abusing? Dog can't just be fat and happy.
It's a scary time we're living in because when you talk like this, you bore people. They're more comfortable living in the mind state of, I know I'm controlled. Where no matter what the trend is, I want to do it. Whether it's the new dance, the new slippers, the new whatever, I want to be a part of it. So when we talk like this, it bores people.
Yeah, because people don't, not to say people don't know what fun is, but people don't know what fun is.
It's whatever the internet tells them fun is.
No, but the thing is, people don't know what fun is because you can clearly see that a lot of people are not enjoying themselves.
Facts. Because they don't be themselves. They're copying other people's fun, other people's journey through this life, and you're doing them. Like instead of giving people to enjoy about you, you copy other people.
Yep. Because this thing, if you go to the club and you ain't danced one time, you on your phone the whole time, obviously mean you don't enjoy the fucking club. Now, I've been to the club a few times, and you go to the club and you see a lot of people on their goddamn phone.
Yeah.
Meaning that you not having a good time. Because I honestly realized that when I'm truly having a good time, that phone doesn't even cross my mind.
Facts.
I forget the motherfucker's there. And then I look at my phone, it's about 3,000 missed motherfucking messages. Everybody like, where you at? I was having fun. I was enjoying myself. So I forgot all about this digital world in my hand. And if more people actually went out to have fun, like we was talking about earlier, stop going to the bar just to drink all the time. There's nothing wrong with getting together every now and then. But if that's all you're doing, for one, you're killing yourself. Then for two, you're not having fun.
What is another thing that people do that they consider fun that's not going out drinking? People nowadays, that's it. We were just talking about this earlier. I'm like, you don't see people getting together and be like, not for the most part, be like, we're going to go to anywhere. Like earlier, I think I used a zoo reference. And then just anywhere. They're going fucking flying and fucking on some I-fly shit, like bowling, skating. It's drinking. We're going to get turned the fuck up.
Because the thing, fucked up part is a lot of people have never experienced anything else. So when you offer them other things, they're just like, why? Why? Why you want to go do something different when we already know what we usually do?
Because everyone is doing it already.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary, man.
Yeah, let's go down. People don't like change.
Scared of change.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Fear is the fear of the unknown. You done this so much, you know what pretty much the outcome is. And it's the fear of what will others think that I'm not doing the same thing that they're doing right now.
They say there's a lot of that going on with like TV shows. Like instead of people like they said, this was a study on it. Say and it's like a big study they did along with like TV shows. People will not try any new shows because of the comfort of one.
I can see that.
And they said it's like even when they try to start a new show, they always just end up going back to that same one.
Yeah, I can see that though.
Because it's a comfort in it.
We all do that to us to an extent. Mm-hmm. Now let's rewind real quick because we kind of got off subject. We were talking Black history, right? Mm-hmm. Now to bring that into what we're talking about, comfortability. We're not even comfortable with celebrating us. It's like a farce. You don't see it. It's like we ride down the road during Independence Day, times like around July, whatever. You see those on billboards. You see, what do you see, feel throughout February that makes you feel like it's Black History Month?
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? That feeling is not really there. It's why though? I think I don't think this is one of the ones where we can blame them. I think it's we don't celebrate it enough.
We won't celebrate it because they don't celebrate it.
Whew. We don't celebrate it because they don't celebrate it. That's a fucking fact.
It just is what it is. We see them celebrate Christmas. We won't celebrate Christmas because everybody's celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
But like, if tomorrow you was the only motherfucker celebrating Christmas, like you go outside, you don't see no lights, no nothing. Shit, that's already like, not to say it's low-key happening, but you're starting to see less and less of it.
Of what? Christmas?
People doing big like stuff like that on Christmas. Like, don't get me wrong,
I see bigger Christmas. I see less Jesus.
That's a fact.
I see way less God inside of Christmas. Like I used to see way more of that when I was younger on stores and on all that. Like that ain't really a thing right now.
No, because everybody you got to be politically correct, which is some bullshit. I shouldn't have to be politically correct in my personal life.
Because I don't know the politics. You went and studied this. That's your job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How are you? I'm gonna get fired from my job and I work here, and I don't know everything that's at your job. Nigga, you don't know everything that's at your job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah. I don't have to be politically correct because these are my lips. I'm under the belief that you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Anybody can. Now, I do believe there's consequences to things you say, but you can say them.
Facts. I was just trying to preach that to people. People didn't understand. They thought I was saying that. I said, I'm not saying that the things that people say to you are right, but you can't say they can't say them.
No, you can't.
I think that's what people get confused with, like the laws, the politics, and everything like that. Even our laws are just the consequence guidelines.
Right.
There is no possible way to get stopped by anybody for doing what you want. That's why we're trying to tell people. I say you can make as many laws as you want to try to prevent this thing from happening.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't, because humans are different. We all think different. Some people are sicker than others. Some people going to do what they feel, because at the end of the day, they can do that. They just don't want to have to get caught.
Yeah, you have the right to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's one thing that we have to get through people's minds, because this whole scream racist every single time is like, yo, you know they don't have to like you, right?
Yeah.
The only thing is they can't harm you.
I said, yeah, stop giving a fuck about Walmart racist. Like, it's not that serious. And what I mean by that is, I mean, like, why do I give a fuck about a random motherfucker off the street in Walmart?
We need to start realizing that we care about more about them being racist than we care about ourselves. We want them to care about us more than we care about us.
Yep.
It's like we keep screaming, look at us, when we ain't
doing what we should be doing.
I heard a dude say that Killer Mike shouldn't have won the Grammys because he was being too preachy on his album. So that lets us know right there. You like ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be ignorant. You know.
That's why I'm kind of shying away from hip-hop for real. Not to saying that it's all rap, but just to see the direction that it's going, it's just like, damn. It's just like, once all the greats die, what am I have?
Yeah.
Because even the rap now, like, you can even see it. You can see every rapper trying to imitate a great. They just don't have the mental mindset to do it.
Yeah, the skill.
So it sounds, if you really listen to it, it sounds like the old, but it ain't, because they don't have the skill set, nor do they have the mindset and goals of that time in their body.
Yeah.
So now I feel like rap is not gonna do nothing but deteriorate more, because there's no real person coming up and saying, no. Every time you say something about it, it's kind of pushed off because you sound like you old.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess it's the way that we were taught, because when you say like sound like you old, that lets you know it's not a self thing. It's a time thing. It's like ain't nobody thinking about that old shit, when really ain't it got to be about a time thing. It's really about your skin.
Yeah.
Like you're living in this everyday type shit.
Don't make it worse for yourself. Because that's, honestly, we're not doing nothing but fucking up more generations. The music is, the fucking movies, the TV shows, we just fucking up generations to come, because they have nothing worthwhile to watch.
People get mad when I say that the newer generation of kids are stupid. And I don't mean stupid in like they don't know shit. That'd be dumb to say because there's a lot of them thriving in a bunch of different ways. But, you know, the education is not as high as it. When usually, I believe this is the first time, where the next generation's education didn't go higher than the ones before. That lets you know something. Now, I believe COVID, sitting all the kids home, had something to do with it because you send a bunch of kids home and tell them to do their work. Come on, like for real, their toys is right there. Like,
yeah, they ain't gonna do it.
I believe that played a big part in it, but at the same time, it's like, damn.
That teachers getting less and less fucking motivated to do their job because they ain't paying them. Let's be real. It's not a lot you gonna deal with.
Do you think it's a pay thing? Because not saying that teachers don't want to get paid more, and they deserve to because they curve the next generation. Do you think it's a pay thing or is a resource and so much of a restriction thing? I think more teachers would be happy with maybe getting a pay bump, but also being able to do more with that child. Mm-hmm. I mean, I believe they feel more helpless than anything. Yeah, because they got so many restrictions.
I think it's the work pay balance. It's a little bit of both. I think it's kind of like I don't get paid enough to deal with all the shit that I'm expected to do. Yeah. Because now I got to deal with more kids in one classroom and I got to deal with less resources to teach these kids. And then now they're a little less interested because it's too many of me for to pay attention to all of them. And then you're not paying me and then the parents don't give a fuck. Yeah. So it's just like, it's too much at one time. And it's just like, you going to have to pay me for this if I'm going to have to deal with it. It's the same way if you had a job. If your job decided to add 33 more responsibilities, you go look at them and say, okay, what's the 33 more responsibilities pay?
Can we get the number banner at the bottom? We're going to keep that up there. Remember, y'all can call in 301-761-1040. And we have a community meeting at 5:15 every day with my man Vessel. I mean, he calls in, give us something to talk about. And I mean, we want y'all to call in and join in. But before we get into some Smoke University, I want you to give us a little Black History Month fact, and then we're going to get some into this, some of this lonely with me and Bang, though. But then we'll come back and get into Smoke University.
So we got Bayard Rustin, born on March 17th, 1912 in Westchester, Pennsylvania, was a prominent African-American civil rights activist and key strategist in the American civil rights movement. Known for his timeless work and behind-the-scenes organizer, Rustin played a crucial role in several major events, including the 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom.
And what year that was?
1912. But
he was born in 1912?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
And the March on Washington, when was the March on Washington?
1963.
1963. Damn. I mean, shit like that. Now, I mean, and you got to think about what these events, but we'll talk about it on the other side. Mm-hmm. But let's get into some of this Lonely Man Bang, though. Now, I mean, y'all check that out everywhere. When we come back, we'll get into some of this Smoke University. It pays a thing.
Pain before, I'd have seen some things before. It got me so lonely, I'd have felt this pain before, I'd have seen some things before. It got me so lonely, Mama told me, Tony, keep your head high. Trill. Blowing on this eye, got a head high. Trill. Thinking about my past, gotta get my mind right. Yeah, I'm stressing, and when I pass, I hope I see the light. Much love to my brother, my little brother, we ain't beefing. No love for these niggas, they spread lies, they be geeking. I stay by my lonely, gotta survive, I ain't tweaking. Gave a bitch my heart, she left it broken, left it leaking. Now I'm traveling down this road. I'd have felt this pain before, I'd have seen some things before. It got me so lonely, I'd have felt this pain before, I done seen some things before. It got me so lonely, it got me so lonely.
Dungaroo, trapped up in this box, even got a blindfold. My seat is now a tree, mended with the time go. I'm trying to break the chains, well I guess I'm Django. Got me like,
You. Welcome back. That was Lonely with featuring me, my man Bangdo. That's called Lonely. You can get that everywhere on every streaming platform. But you know what I mean? Let's get into some of this Smoke University, man. What you got for us, man? Classes and such. It's been a minute. You can tell anybody the class in a minute, man. Gotta ring the bell.
Yeah,
gotta ring the bell.
But big thing. It's two big things I want to talk about.
Before you start, I ain't gonna lie. I feel weird. Bang. Nah, I mean it's a little weird. But go ahead.
But no, it's two things I want to talk about bigly. Because it's Black History Month, I gotta bring up. I want to talk about the era after the Civil Rights Act was passed, in between the current era and back then. And then I also want to talk about the conversations between people and how we can get back to a point where we can actually conversate about differences on issues without fighting. So, big thing, I'm going to hop into the civil rights thing because we got to do it good for Black History Month. Because a lot of people have this fantasy, fairy tale, bullshit ass idea that once that paper was signed, niggas was free, able to live a good ass life. And that's just not true. Because after the Civil Rights Act was passed, let's be real, none of the police officers was fired. There was no big anything that happened to change how things were. Like, granted, we was able to vote, we was able to go out for equal employment, but there was still discrimination in jobs, in banks, housing markets. There was still discrimination in policing. Yeah, that's still going on right now. And to say that we just had it fair after the Civil Rights Act was passed is bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. Like, even now, like, Black people are just now starting to get into their developing era. And what I mean by that is right now we're in a time where you got more Black people with businesses than ever.
So you mean back to a development era?
Yeah, I'm talking about,
because we were developed before.
We was
in big ways, 60-something cities.
I'm talking about after.
Yeah, I get
the
what you
shit.
mean. Yeah,
Majority of the population. I'm talking about like actual development, like in society as a togetherness. This is the most time since then that we've had this many Black businesses, this much Black success, and this much Black excellence going on when it comes to how we even discuss ourselves. In a long time. This has been a long time since we actually had
I don't want to interrupt your Smoke University here, but it's one of them things where it's like, this is the first time where we had it the way that they got it. It wasn't the first time. We was way richer before. We had way more businesses before. We had our own airports before. It's just that we was doing our thing.
And when was this?
I give you that.
That's what I'm saying. This was before the Civil Rights Act. Like I said, at that time, they burnt that shit down. And that was because, like I said, anytime we got that big, they destroyed it because they could. So this is the first time, like I said, after that Civil Rights Act was passed, when they couldn't just do shit like that, even though they still was. They couldn't just do shit like that on a giant scale, like when they massacred whole cities. This is the first time we've been successful, because after all those massacres, the riots, and they redlined the fuck out of us and banks denied shit like that, we declined. Then we had the fucking crack epidemic. We had so much shit that happened that said boom, 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 and that's why the hoods and the ghettos of Black people grew bigger than any other hood or ghetto of any other, because the hoods and ghettos, well, the ghettos in specific, was not just Black people. But ours continue to grow.
Ours continue to grow because we're the last to have it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That the hood itself, like the neighborhood is one thing, but the hood is just the criminal underworld. I mean, the Italians was that criminal underworld. They was in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They had the hoods. They had the guns and the drugs and the woo. Now, you know.
But that was before they became white.
White, yeah. That's what I said. White people needed them to grow their numbers, so they made them white.
Mm-hmm. Before they became white, yeah.
Yeah, now, so they gave them, like, the fire departments and the sheriff's office and shit like that. We got the criminal underworld, and we had it for forever. And that's why hoods remain the same, because the criminal underworld is going to be some people that make money for the government because they need that money to fund other things. But we're going to destroy our community with that every time.
Every time, because you cannot put money and opportunity in front of a poor person and expect them not to take it.
Right.
It's just a fact. And like I tell people all the time, they put so much mindset behind the hoods of the hood mentality. It's just like, okay, you don't want it to be there. What we going to do to fix it? Because we know taking every business and everything out of the place ain't going to fix it. It's going to make it worse.
Yeah.
We know shoving them and taking the funding out of schools ain't going to work, because it ain't going to do nothing but limit who can leave.
Yeah.
So now they're growing. And you don't want it spilling over into your quote unquote nice neighborhoods, but where the fuck is it gonna happen? Because you continue to water this grass that you say you don't like. But then you get mad when it start to grow over to your yard. Stop watering the shit.
Do you think there's a time? I like the fact that we're coming back to Beltway right now. And matter of fact, big shout out to Beltway, know what I mean, for holding it down, know what I mean, because we pretty much left. We was damn near a month, know what I mean. Shout out to Chip, know what I mean. Shout out to goddamn Pastor Green Thumb over there, know what I mean. Know what I mean, holding it down. Now, do you think there's a time where black people should just be like, fuck all this complaining shit? I don't care about what you could do to me, what you did do to me before, back in the day, blah, 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 bullshit. Mm-hmm. What you gonna do to us now if I go over here and really not go to your job? We're gonna create our own fucking jobs. We're gonna get our own kids educated. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do all of this. Like, what is stopping us now for just doing it? Because it seems like we want to celebrate, which we should celebrate when we had it, and we need to do it way more than what we do now. But why can't we do that today?
Why can't we do it today? Honestly,
seems like we scared to do it, but
I don't believe we're scared to do it. I believe it's more of so of a thing where on an individual level, which is the problem, we're too divided and individualized. So on an individual level, it's not realistic. Starting off, like, let's say a person in the hood who knows nothing else, the only thing they've ever known is poverty, and they haven't really seen any example of it leaving. You might have a select few that do get out, but on an individual level, it doesn't seem realistic. But
you're speaking to what it is, and I get that, because that is what it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, but sometimes what it is shouldn't be.
Yeah,
we have to break that cycle, because you're 1,000% right. Like, you know, the normal is the normal. Mm-hmm. They haven't seen this revolutionary thing that we're talking about. We can have. They haven't lived through that. But yo, how long do we want to live as the bottom tier people, so they say, without doing something about it? Like, complaining about it is one thing, but I ain't never seen shit come from complaining. Just more complaints. That's it.
Yep.
Like, and it seems like that's what we're doing. Like, we can't even, okay, like the the Grammys, right? Mm-hmm. Killer Mike won 3 Grammys that night. For all the 3 in the rap category. I think it was album, song, and performance. And they didn't televise it. The conversation after that was how we get there, know what I mean? Why they didn't televise it, The question is, why did we give a fuck? Mm-hmm. It's like we really are crying because, oh my gosh, at the biggest white platform, they didn't show us. So what? Why do you care?
Why you not showing up for the BET Awards?
Exactly. I actually heard someone say the BET Awards, and it was the Breakfast Club. I'm not going to say all of them was in agreement, like, what the hell with BET? For real, DJ Envy was kind of like, so what, we just all don't agree with BET or something? He was like kind of lost. So why don't we show up for BET? Like, dog, show up. They make it seem like, oh, that's just BET. Like, that's the fucking problem. Y'all don't look at theirs as it's just this. You know what I mean? So is it a money thing? Is it a respect thing? Or is it a black thing? Because when they don't acknowledge y'all as a black thing, But when it's time to go to the black thing, it's like,
You know,
that's too beneath me.
and crazy thing is, that's kind of like, I want to say like the colonized mindset. And what I mean by that is, if you go to a lot of countries that's been colonized, which is a lot,
Yeah.
but if you go to ones that's not predominantly white that was colonized, a lot of them share that same mindset that the white thing is better.
Yeah.
Even if you go like, I think it was talking about like China, where they was talking about like the most sold thing in China is skin bleach,
Yeah, it was trendy in Jamaica for a while.
because white is considered beautiful.
White is considered to sell beauty. Like, I know we're getting off topic though. I was just you said that word, like, white is considered beautiful. I was just talking about this maybe 2 days ago. To sell beauty is wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Because once a person looks in the mirror, what made you beautiful is the fact that no one looks like you.
Yep.
That's what made you beautiful. Now, I mean, you're the only one walking on this planet, unless you got a twin identical. Now, I mean, you can resemble someone, and you and your mom can really favor really strong, but you're unique to yourself. That's what makes you beautiful. To go buy a package of beautiful and put it on you kind of defeated the purpose.
Exactly. And honestly, it doesn't look beautiful. It just kind of limits the options of people I see. Because if all y'all got the same beauty on your face, I only see one person. So of
Because you
course,
ain't got beauty no more. You got someone else.
no. But I'm saying, if that's my only view, of course that's going to be beautiful, because that's my only option.
Yeah, it is. People have to. I want people. I definitely. Not saying men don't go through this. Not
Oh, hell
don't get
yeah.
it wrong. But I really want our women to realize, like, yo, that's what. Wake up and realize that's what made you beautiful. You're the only one that looks like you. Can't nobody flaunt you like you.
Yeah,
On this whole planet. That's what your beauty is.
y'all need to have that dusty nigga at the club energy. He gonna holler at every female, because in his mind,
He that nigga.
that nigga, and ain't
got
shit
turned
you
down 100
gonna
times.
tell him that he ain't that nigga.
Yes, God.
And I'm saying, if you had that mindset, your life would be better, because you wouldn't worry about who don't find you. That's the problem. Everybody's too worried about who don't find them beautiful.
Yeah. And dismiss. That's just like someone said, if you had $101 bills and you lost that one, you would tear that room up looking for that one to make that even 100 when you have 99. You would, like, that one just was so, but you wasn't happy with this. When you had it all, when you had it, like, it made you just happy. Just losing that one would just scare him. Like, damn, when you put it like that, it's like, damn. But yeah. And remember, y'all, we'll be having a community meeting with my man Vessel at 5:15, taking your calls. And if you want to, you can just call in. The number is 301-761. We said something to pique your interest. Now I mean, call in, holler at your boy King City. Now I mean,
And
King
this-
Smoke.
This is hopping back to the subject we're talking about. Not really hopping back, but kind of bringing some in. We need to start telling our kids they're beautiful.
Yeah.
We got to start reinforcing the beauty in your children. I'm not just talking about in the beauty of their physical physique. Start promoting the beauty that's within them. Every dream that they have, stuff like that, promote the beauty in it, because all that is what makes a person beautiful. Because at the end of the day, I've met a lot of beautiful people who had ugly souls and it fucked them up. And I've met a lot of people that on the media spectrum wouldn't be considered beautiful, and they was like the most beautiful people I ever met.
Yeah. It's one of them things, is like, we've been told what beauty is for so long. We teach our kids that that's what beauty is, instead of telling them that they are beautiful. We make them chase that same standard of what the fuck that package of beauty is, which is some bullshit.
Yep. And then we show them. Because then we participate ourselves, so we show them.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest kicker right there. That is the biggest one that hits your kids more than anything. Damn what you say. What you show them has the biggest impact than any goddamn thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of them things, like, when you take your child, you can see it in definitely a little girl's face. You can see when you take your child into the store and you tell them to pick out, what Barbie is or what dolls. Let's just go with doll because we're not just going to use Barbie per se. Any doll, they're going to go to what they think that standard of beauty is, and 9 times out of 10, it doesn't look like them because they don't feel that for themselves. And this is black and white. It doesn't. It's not a black and white thing. It happens a lot with black children. You know what I mean? But it's a black and white thing because the TV tells them, or mommy wants to be like this, or dad is gushing over this type of women. I mean, they see that as what beauty is. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna go try to grab that in the store. I mean, not realizing that, yo, what you are when you woke up
It's beautiful.
is beautiful because no one looks like you.
I must say everybody's beautiful at something.
Yeah. That's what made you beautiful, man. Just the fact that you woke up in the morning like, can't nobody do me like me. I rock me good. I rock me great. I mean, ain't nobody can do me like me.
Yep. And crazy thing is, just little things. And that goes even like hopping back to what we was talking about with like the black community getting out of the hood, stuff like that. Beauty and success are both sold in the same package. And what I mean by
Break that down.
what I mean by that is the way that beauty is sold is the same way that success is sold. That this right here is success. And that's why it turns a lot of people off, especially in like black communities, because when they think of success, they automatically think of a millionaire.
Yeah.
That's the first thought when you think of success is, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
But nigga, if you got your house bought and your bills paid, you was successful. If your family is good, nigga, you is successful.
Whatever you want to do, if you're doing it,
You're successful.
It does not matter. You can be motherfucking nigga from goddamn SpongeBob. Living
Every
in the pineapple
goal that
under the
you
sea.
come up-
If that's what the fuck you wanted to do.
Every goal that you got in
Hey.
your head that you set out to do, when you succeed, you're successful. I don't care if it's a little ass goal. If you decided the nigga to go get your license because you ain't had your license and you 30,
Yeah.
you successful.
Yeah.
You have succeeded
Yeah.
once you got it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck when you got it.
And just know that if you didn't get everything that you were supposed to get today, don't dwell on it too hard. Okay, you want to feel bad for yourself a little bit? Hey, you got just until the end of the night.
Yep.
When you wake up, you was granted, just because you woke up, that was you getting granted another chance to get it. Maybe you may fail again. Just make sure you fail better. Like I always say, just fail better at this task this time. And hey, hopefully you get further at it because eventually you're gonna succeed.
Yeah. Because you gotta fail to get better.
Yeah, failing makes getting better feels better.
Yeah.
It does. It's like, damn, I went through all of that and I finally got it. That's what makes it feel so great.
That's what success feels like.
Yeah.
And too many people are caught up. And also stop thinking that because you are quote unquote successful in your own mind, that somebody is less because they're not on the level that you have. Because maybe they is happy. Where the fuck they at?
Yeah, it's all about what their view of life and success is.
Yeah. Because there's never been a time that I've walked in anybody's house and just looked down like, ugh, you could do better.
Nah.
This your crib.
Nah, I ain't never said you can do better. I have said, goddamn, this dirty.
Yeah,
I
but
ain't gonna lie about that. I
no,
just say, goddamn, now.
something like that is cool. But if they just living in an apartment, I'm not gonna look down on
I've
them for
never
that
said
apartment.
you can do better than this house. No, just clean this house the fuck up.
Yeah.
Type shit. Yeah.
Because I
I've did
said
that.
shit like that is like, because like I said, that's another way of dissuading people from looking at. Not to say that, like I said, people need to be their own person, but as a people, we herd animals. We kind of corral each other, even when it go by like some of our morals as people. We kind of corral each other to do right sometimes.
Sometimes you have to, you know how we sit back and be thankful for the things we have. Sometimes you need to be thankful for the things you don't have yet either.
Yeah.
Because into all things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a super religion guy, but through all things you give thanks because you have the breath to do it. Whether you were successful at getting or not, you had the breath to even try. So I should be thankful for that and get up and try again. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because your failures don't stop you, you stop you.
Yeah, your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard person to fight.
That's the hardest
Your
person to
goddamn-
fight.
Your goddamn self? Oh, Lord.
Because I tell people, it don't matter what subject of anything, your personal opinion matters more than anybody's. I don't care if it's your significant other, your mama, your kids. Your personal opinion matters most than anybody because if your personal opinion of yourself is great, other people can't affect it that much.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. Because that's why I say I've been in plenty of relationships where I can tell a girl she's beautiful every day, but she don't believe me because she don't believe herself is beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I personally, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I can say it every day, but there's nothing that I personally can do to stop her from feeling that way until one day she looks at herself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. Because I can give her all the reassurances once, but until she believes it, she won't. And that's with anything. Until a person believes it, they won't do it.
I think that's an age thing. Do I know the precise age? No. But I believe the curve in that mind state has an age cap. Because I believe if you have a child up into a certain age, I don't know what that might be, where a child start thinking a different way. But if all they seen through beauty was the things that you said was beautiful, that you gushed over, with the things you bought for them or whatever, if you took all of that away and the only thing that you pumped into them was just them, or you can curve that mind state. I believe so. Now, an adult, I think damage has been done and they need to find that journey for themselves. I would think, I'm not sure.
I think even for like a child, not to say like a young child, but like going like, let's say teenage years, so to speak. Because I call the teenage years the flying stage for the birds. Because that's that age.
Learning how to fly?
Yeah, that's that age where you actually standing up, putting your wings up, trying. That's why a lot of people and their parents bump heads at teen years. Because now they're more so, not to say 1 foot out the nest, but they're trying to test their limits more.
Should they be? Should they be?
Should they be? No, but I think it's kind of one of those.
You just brung up this like it's crazy how this worked. I got to get his name right because I want to give him his credit. This is not come from me. I believe his name is the Angry Man. You ever heard of the Angry Man?
No.
He's big on social media. He basically sometimes he gets stuck in a man-woman, hate thing, not whatever. But his name is the Angry Man. He said we don't allow our children to be children. And I believe that's the case because he said people would see me, let's just say like this, I got this hat on. I mean, let's say if I had a chain on, this, I got to watch him like, look at him, he's dressing like a child. He's dressing like a child. It's like, well, no. Your child shouldn't be dressing like that in the first place. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's dressing like an adult and you thinking that's me. Now, that's what you're kind of saying in a sense because it's like, they shouldn't be thinking like that at all. That's not really... They shouldn't be doing that in the teen years. What?
Spreading their wings?
Yeah, that's more of 20s. I think that's what messes us up as black people because we're trying to groom it. Like, in their teens, we let them be kids like shit, playing recreational to this and all that. And then as soon as 20 hit, boom, go be an adult. They didn't have a fucking clue what's going on.
No,
they wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, most definitely. But I say teen years because, like, on a universal spectrum, like, even, like, looking at psychology and everything, it's that I'm trying to think of the perfect word, the perfect phrase to put this at when it comes to the teen years and spreading their wings. Because not really so to say of they shouldn't think like that. It's like a puberty. Let's go with that. Puberty is a big thing because, that's when your hormones start really kicking in. Mm-hmm. It creates for boys, it creates extra aggression and sexual activeness. So that kind of pushes, that's even like, I know you don't like when I do this, but going to like the animal kingdom, that's when the male lion usually kicks the other male lions out because that's when they're going to start challenging what's said.
Yeah.
Because now they're not on the mindset of, they're losing that little kid mindset of follow the leader. That's what I mean.
I get what you're saying.
They're losing that follow the leader mindset in their teen years.
It's becoming their own.
Mm-hmm. I will say that we
allow it
as a we as a generation are pushing it. We're pushing it.
I think more younger people want to be heard in ways that it went so far to let me be heard, to let me run my own life that I'd have no clue about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what the problem became. It became, oh, they have voices too and they have feelings too, but as a child, I felt a lot of shit. And then my mom let me get my way because of my feelings. I would have failed because I just wanted because I was emotionally driven about it. But they knew that that choice I was going to make was going to be super hard. I never lived as a child, you never lived in the realm of what
real
that possibly,
world.
I mean, that consequence could have been. So it's like, nah, like you can't let children
Dictate their own lives.
just because my child was sad when this happened. Yeah, they were sad, but you knew you would have rather take them being sad than them making this choice and fucking upside
Hell,
their
you
life.
were sad.
Exactly. Hell, you were sad.
And I think that's the problem. Too many people took the extreme of a situation and made it the forefront of all situations.
Yeah. Yeah.
The extreme of child abuse have become the forefront of all parenting. Like the extreme version of ass whoopings is now ass whoopings. So no, I'm not throwing my kid through no fucking window or no crazy ass shit like that. We're not doing that. Get a pop on the ass, that's it.
You shouldn't be able to dictate how someone disciplines their child. Keyword being discipline. Abusing their child, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
That, okay, people need to step in and do all of that. That's totally different. But you should not be able to step in and tell someone how to discipline their child. That has nothing to do with you. They live in this house, you live in that house. Who gives it? Like,
I think the problem is a lot of people have never, I say this all the time, because I've actually experienced both. The abusive household and a good household. Mm-hmm. So being as a person that experienced both is like, I be seeing where the people be coming from, but as somebody who experienced both, I be like, nah, because when you experience the actual difference, I say as a person who has experienced it, it's an actual difference of just getting like, it's a whole different thing. It's kind of like more so of, instead of me being fearful of that person, I'm fearful like, damn, I just fucked up. I did some wild ass shit. I'm more scared of the fact that I just had this. I just did this action, and I'm scared of the consequences. I'm like, damn, I fucked up. Because
it's starting to be like, instead of being fear of first, like you said, fear of them is like everything you do is like, damn. It makes you think there will be some type of discipline for everything
that
you
action.
do.
And also, I'm not gonna lie, it's a weird thing to say because it's like not something we talk about, but the disappointment from a parent is kind of also the thing too. When you actually like have parents that you love and respect, that disappointment of the anger kind of hits you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because it's like, damn, I did fuck up, and it's a disappointment factor. Because it's like, it makes you really like question, like, damn, like, because they be mad, like the parents be mad, but at the same time you can feel like they not sad, but what's that? Like, I didn't raise them like that kind of thing.
I get what you mean.
It hits you and you just like, it all hits at once, and that's what the kind of difference is, rather than when you being abused, it's kind of just like.
So what is your thoughts on, before I ask you this question, remember, y'all share this live. I mean, if you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Beltway Radio and Beyond.com, I could be missing some things. Wherever you're at, now I mean, comment below what city, what state you're checking us out from. Share this live, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Now I got a question for you. There was a lady that she just got involuntary manslaughter for her son. Her son was a school shooter. Mm-hmm. They gave her, as a parent, involuntary manslaughter. Now, on a quick glance of viewing some things, I seen that maybe she had bought the gun and something like that, but without knowing all the details, I'm not really in agreement with this here. Mm-mm. Because, yeah, you do put some attention to your child, but to put the death of all these children on a parent that is feeling bad for all these children, and she's feeling bad, like, damn, where did her son go wrong? Where did she go wrong? Where did all this stuff she can be from her own child on top of, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure if you should be able to put that on that lady. What's your thoughts?
I don't think so either. Because, like I said, it's like you can raise your child to the best of your ability, but being that your child is still a human being, you cannot control their absolute actions. No matter how much you try to. No matter how much you try. And also, even if she did buy the guns, 100%, nobody is thinking tomorrow that the kid is going to kill a whole bunch of people. Hell, to nobody, like, even in a regular situation, nobody's going to think the worst of somebody close to them. Off top, matter of fact, just in general, I don't think the worst of some random person that I see on the street. I don't think the worst of anybody.
Right.
So I'm not going to say, if somebody say, hey, man, you got a screwdriver, let me borrow real quick, I'm not going to think in my head, oh, they about to go stab somebody with my screwdriver. That's not the first thought that's going to come to my head.
They say you should have seen the signs in your child. On one hand, I say, I can see that. But being a parent is like, yeah, I see some things. But there's one thing, being a parent, you're always going to, number one, always have the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You're always going to have that. And you're going to have that, I didn't raise them that way. And then you're going to also have like, it's just my thought, I don't think they're like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of them things is like, And it's a fear of if I call someone, are they going to lock my child up?
Yep.
And maybe they need to be because of the look of all the people that died and all of that. I get that. But that's a scary thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's to lock your own child up. You get what I'm saying? So for all these people that saying she deserved she got charged with involuntary manslaughter, but I don't know about I agree with that.
No, I don't agree with that at all. That's
Her son did that shit. That's how I see it.
Yeah, she honestly, there's just more stuff stacked up on her account because that's a lot she got to deal with. Like you said, that's the guilt of the people, the guilt of her child. It's like to her, it's already like a whole bunch of failures she didn't already put into place.
You know how many families there is out there that lives on a farm and all that, and they buy their kids guns. They do it like, I mean, they ain't thinking that the kids gonna do no shit like that. Like that's their culture. That's the way they live. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that in this case, like I said, some things I did see, and maybe in this particular case, I don't know, they're putting some other things on her. But I don't know. I think this is a slippery slope to start charging parents for shit like this.
Yeah, because you can't. That's like basically charging somebody saying you must be the absolute perfect parent, and it's impossible. It's because a lot of people trying to do this thing where they see everything on paper that is good. That on paper shit does not mean shit. I'm sorry, it don't. It don't mean shit when you're in a relationship. It don't mean shit when it comes to your kids. It don't mean shit when it comes to... On paper does not mean shit when it comes to humans. It just don't. On paper does not mean shit when it comes to humans because on paper, a lot of people are perfect.
I mean, because you can lie.
Yeah. And that's the thing people don't understand. You should have known the signs. What signs? You can have a person who weird all their life and like weird shit, and you would think that they gonna be the killers, but it'd be the person who do everything right that turn out to be the killer. To
charge someone's parent for what they did is, I don't know if I agree with that, man. It just seemed like a slippery slope.
It is. It doesn't end well for nobody.
I just wanted to see what you thought about that. Remember, 5:15, we will be taking your calls for the community meeting with my man Vessel. He will be calling 5:15. 301-761-1040 is the number. Remember, y'all share this live no matter where you're checking it out at. And if that's Twitch, YouTube, we'll be at Facebook, Beltway Radio, Beyond.com, and some more platforms. Quick update. Did you know that Quaker Oats did a recall on 100 of their fucking products? Basically, what I'm saying, if y'all got some Quaker Oats shit in your house, throw it in the trash. Give your kids salmonella. Talking about cereal, bars, like them little oatmeal bars, all that shit, like oatmeal itself, salmonella. Over 100 of their products.
In oatmeal?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Quaker Oat products itself.
So when I make the oatmeal, like, you don't cook the salmonella out?
Man, stop it.
I mean, I know when I cook the chicken.
So what you're saying is, if you got it, take the chance. Just make sure y'all heat is at a certain. No, throw that shit in the trash.
I'm just saying, because when I cook my chicken, it got salmonella too, and I just cook that shit and it be good. So I'm just saying, if I put the...
You're not just saying.
If I put the pan on high...
Listen, that's the products by Quaker Oat, I mean, in your house right now. Know what I mean? They're telling people to throw away, take it back. Know what I mean?
Y'all need to throw that shit anyway. Y'all too grown to be eating oatmeal.
It ain't just oatmeal though. You talking about Quaker Oat itself? That company got cereal. They got little bars. They got cookies. They got all types of shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, get rid of that shit.
Yeah, throw that shit away.
Gotta be. It got to go. It got to go. It got to go. Did you know that today? 2 days ago, Trayvon Martin would have been 29 years old.
29.
Time
Goddamn.
flies. That was 2012.
Scared to think. I didn't really think we was like 3 years apart like that. I be forgetting that.
Yeah,
That's crazy as hell.
he died, and yeah. It's scary to know that the person that shot him sold the gun online for $250,000.
And who the fuck bought it? You creepy motherfucker.
Yeah, some weirdos though, man. That shows you how much we pretend to give a fuck. I'm not wishing death on nobody. I'm not saying nobody should go to jail about anything. But we got so many songs out here talking about my ops, my this, my that. Zimmerman walk around breathing just fucking fine. But you gangster though. So a lot of these people that's rapping and shit talking about they gangster, I think you soft as fuck because you only like to shoot at one target. You shouldn't shoot at nobody. It's how I feel. But you only would do that to somebody that look like yourself. So you soft in my book. Nigga won't even shoot a deer bit. Like, come on, stop it.
Most definitely shit. I have seen one joint where dudes talking about everybody on the street talk about gang violence, but it be the gangs that supporting everything. I said, no. You fucking up a lot. If you was gonna just protect the neighborhood, that's one thing. But you fucking up the neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, at what point, just for like this, like it's Black History Month, at what point do black people tell the truth and say that, now this kind of going bad because it's contradict what I said earlier about Pusha T and Jay-Z and all that, because I really fuck with Pusha T for real. He back from the crib, and I mean, he from Norfolk. Well, he from Virginia Beach, but Norfolk, you know what I mean? But that Coke rap shit, it's time to stop celebrating that.
Yeah.
Because we celebrate Coke rap like they did a great thing. Nah, they fucked the hoods up.
Yeah,
People, grandmas and daddies and shit was drug addicts. Tearing households the fuck up. But we celebrated in all our music. Like it was a great thing. No, they not doing a good thing, cuz.
and shit for a time, a lot of say that like drugs weren't a thing, but it seemed like it wasn't about that no more. And then all of a sudden it just went right back to pills and lean.
Back then it was about the drug dealer. Right now it's about the drug user. You know what I mean? How high can you get? And that's even worse. And they be like, how did it get like this? Well, who the fuck you think you was selling it to, fam?
So when the
all y'all dealers was selling it to who?
I said, when the fiends getting tracks?
Everybody became fiends. Drug dealers sold a lot of drugs. So all the users became popular.
And they said that shit, you got people just like so comfortable in their drug use. It's like, nigga, don't you know you a crackhead?
And my man Future got a song say Percocet, Molly Percocet. Said, God damn, should have just called that overdose, cuz. It's over. You about to kill a lot of motherfuckers with that track. Say, you tripping. Like, what the hell is that about?
I don't see how niggas do that shit. It take me like 6 days just to swallow the goddamn
I was
pill.
in the hospital, cuz. I was in the hospital for like 4 days. They tried to prescribe me some perks and some other shit. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't like the feeling of being high on some other shit like that. Like
they try to give me some Xanax for my anxiety, and I'm just like, no.
Hey.
I just be anxious.
I don't like the idea of a chemistry set. Like, I don't like that shit. Like, I don't know what's in this motherfucker. I don't really like it. Scares me. But in our culture, love it. High as a motherfucker. Like, it's scary to know that who's going to be this generation's Black History Month person to talk about. As time goes on, is it going to be Sexy Red in the Black History Month section?
I hope
so. And back
not.
in 2024, Sexy Red was then by, I don't even know if that's her song by the Booty Hole Brown or whatever, because I don't listen to that shit, but you get what I'm saying? Like, who's this generation's that for the male side? Who's the generation that for that? You know what I mean? If it ain't.
Got nothing for
Because all we got is entertainers.
That's all
we praise our entertainers so much, and I mean, like, it's like, yo, I get it. They make money and they do entertain us, but we have always been that. We have always been the entertainers. Like, it's time for us to be more than that. Let's praise our scientists. Let's praise our. It don't matter. Like if for Black History Month, let's just say if we had a challenge, right? just go out into your neighborhoods and see how many black-owned businesses, black and brown-owned, fuck that, just minority-owned businesses. It could be the white people that's been in your neighborhood, but they're a small family. Go into their business, take pictures, and upload it, and try to get some notoriety to them folks. That type of shit is better for the people than Drake.
Yeah.
And all that other shit that we praise for Black History Month. Like, Drake sold the most albums in it. Who gives a fuck? Mm-hmm. How is that gonna help people?
Shit, I seen one shit that pissed me off. It was a lady. I said, so you decided to use your platform to tear down a black business because it wasn't fancy enough for you. You go to a restaurant in the middle of the hood and it wasn't fancy enough for you. So you get on your platform and talk bad about it. Just like, why? Was the food good?
Was the food good? That's all that matters. Was the food good? That's it. That's all that need to be known.
Niggas in out there trying to pay for motherfucking atmosphere and shit. Don't give a fuck about that.
Where we live at, there's where there was all these family-owned grocery stores, and we watched the motherfuckers get pushed the fuck out by big corporations because we rolled right past them and went to Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Showed no support. You know what I mean? And I'm not born and raised there. I mean, I'm from 757, but when I moved there, and they got these, like, what's it called, McKay's? Mm-hmm. And I guess that's the family from there. And we rolled right past that shit, went to Walmart, and let them get run the fuck out. Mm-hmm. It's like, why would you do that to your community? It's
for the lives of cheaper.
For the lives of cheaper, exactly. Because
I be seeing that shit. Cheaper. I be seeing shit like that. And they were like, "Oh, you'll just go there." I go to a store. Mm-hmm. If I ain't gonna lie to you, I go to the store. Like, you might go find, they might got some better coupons or something, but the shit be right around the same price.
Yeah,
it might be. I'm not going there save 2 cents. So you want me to drive 30 minutes? I'm not saving 2 cents. Fuck that shit. I'm just gonna go here, buy this food. It's a store.
Yeah.
They put too much to think about. Is everybody see commercials and it's just the truth.
Yeah.
They gonna get you a deal.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart. Go to Target. Look at the price and tell me you see a difference.
If you put money into your local businesses, that can fund the local banks. We can fund the local streets, potholes, schools, bridges, all of that. You know what I mean? And then we could keep complaining to the government, y'all not doing for us. Well, y'all giving y'all money away to people that don't live around.
That shit does not need to be paid by the property tax.
Schools is kind of disrespectful too, because if you told me that I'm paying for this in my tax and then tell children that they have to pay for lunch, it's kind of like a smack in the face.
You shouldn't have to pay for shit.
It's like, I thought I already did that.
They shouldn't have to pay for shit in the school if we already paying for it.
Yeah.
Especially if you already got everything up there.
Yeah. But remember, 5:15, we will be taking your calls with the man, one man Vessel for the community meeting. That number is 301-761-1040. As for right now, let's get into some of this cognac and Moscato, and we'll be back. 5:15, take your calls on the other end. She.
Understand? I almost spilled my yak on this $200 suit, nigga. Come on, baby, get it together.
Yeah. This grown man music. We toasting over here. Hey, put your yak in the sky, my nigga. Don't pour it out, lift it high, my nigga. Real, recognize real. I tell you how I feel. Raise them glasses to the sky for the days we couldn't build. Yak in the sky. Hey, put your yak in the sky. Yak in the sky. Hey, put your yak in the sky.
Yeah, to the sky, toward the stars as I'm reaching those. Success in every moment, a moment feel like I'm reaching goals. Vibing with a vibe, loving everything in motion. And she's so bad, I swear the blindest of blind would notice. Watching her dance around while Aaliyah on. Got me hoping she could rock the boat to Aaliyah's song. Whatever she be on, seems that we be on. And our chemistry got chemistry, I guess that we belong. I love them all, talking dark and light, dime divas. Middle Eastern brown or even a bad senorita, mama mia. It was more than a pleasure for me to meet you. And I'm hoping.
Yo, what's good? I know we on the line with my man Vessel, man. What's good with you, man?
What's good, fellas? What's
Been
good?
a while, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Glad to see you back on the land.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? You good now.
Yeah. It's been a while, man.
Better to be seen than not viewed. You feel me?
Yeah. Damn right. I like that. I like that, man. So
I was about to call with some bull today, man, but y'all been on the serious note all day. So I had to change my question, man.
Okay.
Y'all, it wasn't no laughing or joking today. So I ain't coming with no bull. But my question today, man, really is what I've been noticing, let me say that, is relationships. It's kind of a disconnect nowadays between man and woman. If you look at it now, man, it's like even when the marriage or whatever, or just being in a relationship with people, it's hard for you to have a real connection with a person because you're scared that somebody's really going to expose something. Because everything now, as far as the social media, I'm trying to put you on blast type of thing. So people can't even be genuine with one another even more or be vulnerable with one another even more. And I feel like right now, as a whole, we stagnated because people also like they by themselves now, not together. And that's why we failing as a community. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
So my question is like, kind of like, are we living just to be living, or are we living with a purpose?
You mean
because you need relationship. You know what I'm saying? So are we living to be living, or are we living with a purpose? Y'all call in and tell me what y'all think about it, man, and share y'all input.
Yeah. Please do that. Now, I mean, call in, let us know, man. And remember, Vessel, I meant to tell him. Now, I mean, put his question down into the comments though. But I'm gonna let him know. Now, I mean, put the question down in the comments. Let it refresh them. But that number is 301-761-1040. Y'all call in, basically saying, what the fuck are we doing with our lives? That to sum it up is like, are you really living for something, or do you just want a person to be with for things? Are you there with them for your happiness? Like, what is the reason? Is it purposeful, or is it just for like, just because that's what people say you should do or you shouldn't do?
So I say one of the biggest problems a lot of people have is they're trying to prevent, and you can't. Everybody live their life, especially when it comes to relationship, they live their whole relationship trying to prevent that person from cheating. From cheating, leaving, all that. They say, and then you got people arguing about all the different ways to prevent them from doing that, when in reality there is no way.
I think people spend too much time. I don't know about focus on cheating. I guess that is a thing. Know what I mean? But I think people spend too much time watching other relationships, trying to figure out why their relationship isn't like that, when yours is yours. It ain't gonna be like the other relationship. I think once you get out of that mentality, y'all can have a loving life, because you can learn to love so many more things, because people, how do you say it, trying to enjoy things that you ain't really into.
Yep.
It's not gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be chasing other people's dreams.
Yeah, and then you're gonna make your partner miserable because y'all not on the same wavelength y'all was when y'all got together, which was, it's us. It ain't them.
Do you think white picket fence marriage and all that, do you think that's still appealing to people? Dog, family.
I think the idea of it is
still appealing to people.
I think the road is not appealing.
If it ain't instantaneous, it's like, choose me, you should already have it. Know what I mean? I'm not giving nobody that don't got it already type shit, but to build together is not appealing to me.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that it is a lot of ups and downs in that White House and the picket fence with a dog. They think they're going to be up there like the Cosbys and just have it.
Right.
You can't. You can't. Everything takes work. Even if you already got the money, the relationship takes work. It don't matter. All those material things that you try to put for y'all happiness and goals and everything, that's cool. But if the foundation of relationship ain't right because you ain't focused on building a relationship. You focused on everything else.
If you don't have something that you're attached to within that person you're with, it ain't gonna work anyways. Because if it's just something that they have that you like about them, oh man, you done.
Yeah. It was meant to fail from the beginning.
Yeah, you have nothing to keep you around. Because as soon as that thing is gone, you out of there.
It's gone.
Like, so that's kind of a waste of a relationship at that point.
And there's a lot of people. That's a lot of people wasting relationships, and that's why we got a lot of disconnects. Because a lot of people wasting relationships.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people getting with people, going back to who you talking about on paper, that's good to them on paper.
Or a lot of people, they believe they can change people.
Ooh, that's the biggest one.
You know what I mean? Like,
I can mold you to be what I want.
That's cap.
You can't. You either gonna like them and see what they grow into and love that too, or
now the only thing you can mold from I ain't gonna say mold. Only thing you can really do is once you see, let's say if you with someone and she sees that you're passionate about something you wanted to do as a business, she can help you get that. But who you are as a person, she can't do shit about that.
No.
If you're a crooked motherfucker, then you're a crooked motherfucker. Like if you people can change, but
it's not gonna be because of you.
It ain't exactly. It ain't gonna be because of you. Not at all.
Because 9 times even when dudes like some dudes who got that girl who got away joint, you know what I mean. But even with them, a lot of them don't even realize that the girl got away until years down the line. Once they personally went through a change, said, "Damn, I had a good one." Not even say like they want her back, but now that they're in the mind space to think about those certain things, they can say like, "Damn, she actually was good for me," or "Dang, that person actually was." You know,
they wasn't good for you at that time, so it wasn't for you anyways.
Yep. I always tell people, I said
became that person.
So some people it'd be like the right person, wrong time.
That's why I say that's why I view cheating a little different than other people, because you can be with somebody 10 years, and that right person comes along. Hey, you didn't control that, man. Like this person actually fulfills you. You've been with this person for 10 years, yeah, and it has been doable. But this person fulfills you. The best thing is to do is to let them know that and not break no one's heart and all that. You're gonna break the heart by letting them down anyways. But hey, you can't control that.
Yep. And I think that's what people be trying to do is they be trying their hardest to be a quote unquote good person.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to be the bad guy, especially like if you personally feel like this is your best course of action, and you really do love that person, then you owe it to them to let them know like, hey, this ain't for me no more. Because I'm not the person that really believe that just because a person cheat on somebody don't mean they don't love them.
Yeah.
Because it's a lie. You don't have to be in love with somebody to love them.
Right.
That's the biggest thing that people don't. I had somebody real life question me. They said, "What do you mean by that?" I about to say it's the same way. You have people in your life right now. Shit, you got family members that you can't stand to the core, but let you hear like something crazy happen, like they in the hospital and they about to pass. You going?
Yeah. Well, I get what you're saying. General for people. Me,
Yeah.
I'm pretty much. I stand on. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna be fake. I didn't like you now. When you die, I'm still not gonna like you. It doesn't really matter.
I'm talking about somebody that you didn't like, but you love them.
I cannot not like a person I love. I don't know how to do that. I can beef with you today and call you tomorrow and like I don't give a fuck. So I don't know how to do the not like a person I love thing. If I don't like you and your family, I really don't. So when you die, then I don't care.
Like you go from 0 to 100.
It is what it is. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like not saying that people should be like that, but this is what it is. I'm not gonna be sitting and fake now. I didn't like you. So
100%. Like it's people right, but like I said, I can't say it's fake because people right now they're like, I don't like them.
But let's get back to the question real quick. Remember, I mean, the number is 301-761-1040.
So the question was the purpose.
Yeah, are you living with a purpose or just living to be living inside a relationship though? Because, and what would that purpose be? Like y'all have a main goal. I mean, like I said, the big picket fence in the house thing, like to build up her dream, to build up your dream. Y'all both got the same dream to build up, or to build up your kid's dream. Do y'all care about that, or do y'all care about material things?
Because I'm sorry, looks and money is one thing that it should be the farthest of your relationship choices, because two things can be taken away instantly. Because it's nothing saying that you might not have a lawsuit against you and get all your money taken. There's nothing saying that your ass might not get in an accident and fuck your face up. You gotta love people for more than tangible things.
Yeah, that's true too.
And if you don't have that purpose in you to look at, if you can't look at your significant other and see a life with them, they ain't for you.
It's tough. It's tough because when does that thought come that I can see a life, like a lifetime? It starts off, I just like them. I like their company. I like them being around me. I mean, that comes first. I mean,
yeah, and it builds to that. I'm not saying like beginning stage relationship because everything's Q stage, but if you in a relationship for a substantial amount of time, and like say, let's give it a like 2-3 year mark. If you can't see no type of future, I don't care who you is. If you can't see no type, like you don't even look at this person and say, yeah, I think I can get a house. Nothing. Shit, everybody didn't at least thought about a child.
I think
at least.
I think people need to first learn to be with themselves first before they can be with others. Because if you're not comfortable with being with yourself, you're gonna be a hassle for someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got another person in your personal space that you wasn't even comfortable in. Oh Lord.
And then you got the opposite side of that when they become that they're dependent on you for that hit of what do they call it? Dopamine. Yeah. When you depend on them, and then it just feels like your whole world end if they don't text you back when you feel like they should.
Yeah.
Because you uncomfortable with yourself, and now that you back being just by yourself, you can't handle that. So now you need that constant hit.
Yeah. Yerp, what's good with Gina Keys in the building? Yerp.
Oh, the bully is back.
And like I said, y'all let us know on any platform. I seen YouTube. Let y'all know which city, what state you checking in from. Let us know it down in the comments. Let's get back on topic a little bit. We first started talking about that was the community meeting with my man Vessel, and that's every Wednesday at 5:15. The question of today was, are we living with a purpose or are we just living when it comes to relationships? Now, let's get back to Black History Month for a minute. And Bangdo will be calling in a second about this motivation with a bang. Do you think, speaking like, because I'm trying to connect it with relationships, if we knew in our culture, if we knew more about our history, how we were as a Black family, that we would view a relationship more? Because I look at, like, let's just say white people, Chinese people, whoever, and their household is really not that thing that we have, like a competition where they don't have independent white women, independent Chinese women. Like, for us, it's like that. Like, to them, they know it's together. They don't want to separate. Why do you think, for us, it's like that?
Because we like white popularity.
And do you think that plays a part in the not living with a purpose in a relationship?
Because
phone call. You what's good, man? Who we got on line, man? I know this my man probably banged over. What's good, man?
What's good, man? What's good?
Colorado bound. What's good with you, man?
You already know it. I'm out here smoking on that motherfucking Cali right now, cuz.
What's good with you, man? You know we miss you up in this thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm chilling, maintaining, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's beautiful out this joint. I done seen Grand Theft Auto. I done seen a plane crash in the mountains and everything since I've been out this motherfucker.
Damn.
A plane crash. Goddamn.
Yeah, man, just riding down the road, we see smoke in the mountains and shit. Then I see people in parachutes jumping from the fucking plane. I'm like, damn, cuz.
Oh Lord. So what you got for us today for the motivation with a bang, man?
My motivation, right, is sometimes you gotta leave your comfort zone to become better. You feel what I'm saying? It could be your family, it could be motherfuckers around you, it could be shit holding you down and tying you down. Sometimes you gotta get the fuck away, spread your wings, man, and you can become even better than what the fuck you are. Don't let nothing hold you back, don't let nothing stop you. You see, I had to get the fuck away from the East Coast. That shit was draining me. So I had to get the fuck away from family. I had to leave shit behind, sacrifice shit, just to come all the way out here just to better myself. You feel what I'm saying? And I love it out here. You feel me?
Right. Like, I think a lot of people are scared to spread their wings, know what I mean? Because that's all they know.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I was just talking to my homegirl right here. She was just telling me, she was like, yesterday we was talking. And I was telling her about how people are scared to leave their comfort zone and shit like that. And they scared to go far away and all that other shit. But sometimes, bro, if you in a situation where you feel like the wall is closing in on you, you feel like it's no more options, and shit running out for you, then it's time to go. That means your time is up. It's time to go, move on. That's something you gotta leave behind. You gotta move on to keep living. You feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it was with me. You feel what I'm saying? I had to take risks. I've never been on a fucking plane before. I never did none of that shit. So for me to do all that shit for the first time, I was like, this a life changing experience for me. This something I need. So hey, I'm gonna do it. You feel what I'm saying? By any means, and I'm fucking here. You know what I mean? Since I've been out this bitch, I've been high as fucking Rocky Mountain high out this motherfucker. You know?
So basically, what you're saying, your motivation is, sometimes leave the nest. Know what I mean?
Yep.
To make things better.
It's okay. It's okay to try. It's okay to when you try shit that you scared to do and you do it. It's a life changing experience, but it's for the better for you because. Sometimes you got to get out of that comfort zone to become something better than what the fuck you are. Right. You're not going to be but so much staying in one spot your whole fucking life. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get out of that. You notice people that leave home, they become successful. You feel what I'm saying? More successful than they was when they was home.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, for the ones that's, like I said, feel like the wall's closing in, the door's closing in on you or whatever, and you feel like there's no more options for you, it's really no more options for you. You have no options. So that's God telling.
A lot of people are scared, man. A lot of people, they didn't fail so many times when at the places that they're comfortable at, they like, damn, how am I gonna leave and go somewhere that I don't know at and be successful? You know what I mean?
Right.
And not realizing that the places that you are is the reasons, they are things that's holding you back. So you have to get away from it.
Right. And that's exactly what the fuck it is. Like you gotta get out that, you gotta snap out of that. Like don't get me wrong, I wasn't having second thoughts of becoming out here, but I was scared. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like, damn, I ain't never lived this motherfucking far. You feel what I'm saying? Like this something new for me. Like I'm ready to take a major step. But when I got out here and shit and I'm seeing shit and how shit was, I'm like, man, shit, this shit all right. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, this all right. You know what I mean?
She said,
it's a new start.
Regina Keys, she said, go against your family is best for you. 9 times out of 10, they're giving you advice from their comfort zone. Yeah.
Right. And you got and then you got it like this too. If I don't know, I'm spiritual than anything, whatever. But if you carry this motherfucker some type of light around you, where motherfucker see that you worth more than what you are, you just got to be put in a certain environment. Your family members, friends, and certain motherfuckers will hold you the fuck back and will do everything they can do to burn you the fuck up, just so you can't move. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I was feeling where I was at. I felt like motherfuckers, I knew how good I was. I knew how talented I was. I knew everything about me. But I couldn't expand being in that fucking environment because I felt like I was in a black hole, like I was being closed in. My family was closing in on me.
So you were swallowed up.
Friends that were supposed to be friends turning their back. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's
that man said you was TD Jakes, cuz.
You got swallowed up. Said, have you ever been in a moment of swallowing?
This I ain't gonna lie, cuz I had to dip, man. But since I found out I'm out here, I'm learning shit, and I'm saying shit, and I was like, damn. They was like, well, we ain't that far from Las Vegas. I said, huh? Nigga, I'll be out there this summer. I'll send some pics.
Don't spend it all, cuz.
Ty said, Bangdo speaking facts. He out in Florida right now trying the same thing. But look, appreciate you, man. And remember, that's Bangdo every Wednesday, 5:30. Motivation with a bang, know what I mean? Our third co-host, know what I mean? He ain't here with us right now. He had to take a trip, know what I mean? Get the mind right. But 301-761-1040, man. He said his motivation is try new shit. Stop being scared.
Great thing is,
believe in yourself that you can be different.
That goes exactly with to the black community.
Spread them wings.
Damn right. Appreciate you, fam.
They go entirely with what the black community need. They go exactly what the black community need.
Mm-hmm.
Step out your comfort zone. Because that ain't all what it is. It's more to life than just what you're used to. And I think that's like the hardest thing for people to do.
Dude, let's break down. Let's jump in the comments real quick. Regina Keys said, Go against your family. That's the best for you. 9 times out of 10, they're giving advice from your comfort zone. First, I said I agree. I don't know if they're giving advice from their comfort zone. They're giving advice from a too safe of a place because they want to save you from harm that could be. When you need to go and be able to go find out if there's any at all.
Yeah, because what held them back might not hold you back.
Facts.
And vice versa.
Facts.
Because I think that's where I think that's where a lot of people, even kids, kind of fuck up because not only that, a lot of people can't handle advice outside of their own comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes to the kids too, because there's a lot of people that said, well, hell, I even had a problem with this. It's just like when you comfortable living a certain way, it's easy to give advice from that place, but it's also hard to take advice from another place.
Yeah.
Because now you're just like, whoa, you can't come in here and tell me how I should live. It's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying watch out for this.
Yeah.
I'm saying you might not want to try this, but granted, you don't have to listen to me. I'm telling you from my experience. But people take that telling from my experiences in, I'm telling you. You got to be able to take both, and you got to be able to know when to step out. You not even know. You got to either do it or not because you never know.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line. You either got to learn how to go with the punches or step out your zone.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to get into some, do we got some Nalo out for that Cognac Moscato? Get into some Nalo joint. And when we come back, we're going to have our word to the community. In any one of them, you know what I mean? Let me get to some word to community. You know what I mean? And yeah. It's a nice show right here.
It's hot than a motherfucker.
It's hot than a motherfucker.
Please make a way for me to get it from A to Z. Please trying to make it big. Something that you pay to see. Please make a way for me, for me. Lord, please make a way for me. Please make a way for me to get it from A to Z. We just trying to make it big, something that you pay to see. Please make a way for me. Lord, please make a way for me. I done been down and out, sleeping on what's the couch. I tell you what the fuss about. I tell you, creeping from house to house, and you trying to build. See that the table don't got any meal. Blind to the fact you don't got any feel. There's no sympathizing when it just got real. They jocking your job and you lost you a jail. Falling from the mountain, hard to heal. People come out and it's hard to kneel. Send up a prayer, pouring it out. How you end up in there? Don't come around so you feel like a square. Reflecting on times you look in the mirror. Where I go wrong, right when I veered into the direction perfecting career. If it can come home, I live in the leer. Tell me what's a jet to make it plain. Tell me what's respect. She give you brain. Tell me what is next. People can change. Tell me what's a check, you tryna cash out. They milking your cash cow. You wondering, ask how to move forward, not back down. Please make a way for me to get it from A to Z. Please tryna make a B, something that you pay to see. Please make a way for me, for me, for me. Lord, please make a way for me, for me, for me. Please make a way for me to get it from A to Z. We just tryna make a B, something that you pay to see. Please make a way for me, for me. Lord, please make a way for me, for me, for me.
Was destined to be a king cause my father won. Greatness in my DNA like I was the child of son. Would think it's bipolar disorder. My mirror image distorted. My tendencies seem to be timid. My senses seem to be senseless.
Different 30-40 vision clear enough to go the distance.
Niggas.
I mean, that was the A-man off of that goddamn Cognac and Moscato. Y'all go get that. That was Wilson Real Nalo, know what I mean, with Alleged. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's Elijah or Alleged. And your boy, King City. I mean, but yeah, so yeah, y'all can download that everywhere. Cognac and Moscato. But let's get into some of this word to the community, man. We haven't did this in a while. And that's why I wanted to make sure we bring it back. This is a perfect time. I mean, we took a good little while, but I feel like it's not enough positivity getting spread around.
Oh, most definitely.
Within our community. So you got a nice positive word?
Oh yeah. So this goes out to, I'm gonna talk to our black women for a minute. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all don't have to try to imitate. You don't have to try to change. You're beautiful. These surgeries, no. You don't need none of that. You were naturally beautiful. When you came out and the doctor slapped your ass, you was beautiful.
Yeah.
It just is what it is because we got too much, like we was talking about earlier now, of people denying who they truly are. And it's making your lives more hell than it truly is because you're trying to be a image that you're making up in your mind. You're not trying to be a real person. You're trying to be the image of perfection that you made up in your mind.
Yeah.
Love you. Yeah. Love your imperfections. I don't give a fuck what it is. Because somebody will love it.
Right.
And fellas, make your women feel beautiful. Make them feel beautiful. I don't give a fuck what insecurity she got. Go kiss her to lick it. I don't give a fuck.
Go kiss her to lick it. So she got a big ass mole. Lick that motherfucker.
Lick that motherfucker.
Like
I don't
nipple.
care. She got stretch marks. Kiss everyone.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
I feel you.
Because it's just like a lot of times we don't promote our women the way we do other people's women.
Shit, motherfuckers will hype their cars up more than their women.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then like I said, I used to never really pay. You know, like girls get mad when like dudes go like another girl pics. At first, they were like, "Why y'all bother?" But it's like I had to think about like, damn, you could go comment how beautiful this girl is. You don't even know this girl. She a model on Instagram.
And you ain't say shit to your old lady.
Nothing.
All goddamn week. Yeah, facts. That's
love,
a fact.
Put love into your women in your life. Hey, I don't give a fuck. Put love into your mama in your life, your wife in your life, and your daughter. Put love into those women because those are the women of your life. Those are all 3 time periods of your life of you being a man, of those women being it. Put love into those people.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the things is like doing things that's not comfortable because we don't really, I can't speak for a lot of people, but the shit I've seen in black households, we don't really speak too much loving. Ain't a lot of hugging going on. Ain't a lot of that. We have to break that curse. You know what I mean? We have to really break that curse. And remember the number 301-761-1040. Matter of fact, this is the first time we've been back. I mean, this is the last calls we didn't have in a while. But remember, this is word to the community. So if you have a word to the community, maybe you just have something where that can motivate our community. You have something where you know of some resources that, you know, whatever that will help the community. And I'm not talking about just the black community. I'm talking about the community. People helping people. That's the community. You know what I'm saying? All that, wait till the government do it. Nah.
No.
That's what I do. I mean, people helping people. That's the community.
And stop. And if somebody asks you for help, this is just like a little side note. If somebody asks you for help, If you don't want to help them, just say you can't.
Just say you can't.
Just say you can't.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we trying to help the community. We all trying to do better out here. Don't make people feel like shit for asking for help.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I'm a type of person that I don't gotta know the person, but if somebody asks me, "Hey, can I get some money for a can of baby milk?" Your baby gonna get that milk.
You see how similar like is, my guy?
I do.
I get the sentiment. I'm gonna tell you this. Listen. If I have, you will get the milk.
That's it. I said if I had.
Nigga.
Yeah, but I say it like I had. But just say it.
I get what you're saying.
But like it's not cap. I'm not gonna motherfucking say stop begging or go get a job. Especially if I don't even know if they got a job.
Wait a minute, tell you right, because we were saying love is not being showed a lot in our household. She said, "Nah, for real," because if she get a hug, she thinks she fit in Paris or something is wrong. That's how it feels. Like somebody say, "Let me get a hug." It's like, "Damn, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what we hugging for?"
Yeah, did somebody have something happen?
Yeah, did something happen? Type shit. And I think growing up, we didn't really do the big hug thing, and I got a daughter that's really touchy. You know what I mean? She want to hug, and I'm like, what are we touching for? But I have to break out of that. But that's what I'm used to. I'm like, what are we doing all this touching for? But I got to get out of that because we do need to show more passion, more
affection.
There we go. And because it's lacking.
And also, it helps them in life because a lot of people now don't even know how to show affection to their significant others or to their kids when they get them because they never experienced it them damn selves.
I'm a romantic in the sense of planning things. Oh, it's gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? In the moment, spare, spontaneous, romantic. I will admit of lacking in that department. Like, not saying I'm just like an awkward motherfucker by any means necessary, because I could Shakespearean your ass with words, but it ain't. Getting better of just on the moment. Goddamn, what you call it? Confidence boosters and shit like that. Know what I mean? Now, if I have time to plan and I know this date is coming up and woo, oh no, that's a different thing. You know what I mean? But we do need to show more affection in the moment. If your girl, if you know she like holding hands, just hold a hand.
Yes.
If you know this weird shit, like she got some favorite chips. You was going to the store, grab them James, bring it, boom, look what I got, bam. Nah,
or you see something that she's into.
Yeah.
Even if it's not something that like goes exactly what. Even if you fuck up on it, like I don't know, she into some
origami or some shit.
Yeah, but you go and buy some shit that's not sort of like that. I guarantee she'll still laugh and love the fuck out that gift.
Matter of fact, surprise her like she's into pastry, making pastries or something. While she was working at this and that, learn a dish. It might be horrible, but just make it for her. Know what I mean? See that, boom, you try to do that. Now, on the internet world,
together.
There you go. The internet world will call that simping. That's love, man. That's togetherness. It ain't simping, man. That is fucking showing the next generation that you don't have to hate each other. Everything is fuck that bitch and fuck that nigga and fuck that hoe. It's like, damn, cuz. Like, we grew up in a time where, like, our parents listened to love music. Like, love music now is just weird. It's like, fuck, get the pussy, and that's it. It's like, jeez, what type of shit is this? They say, y'all are very rough. I don't know about that. You come off that rough, I don't think I want you.
I mean, I guarantee, I guess can't nobody sing about stuff they not experiencing.
Do you want it? That's the thing. I think dudes do whatever the fuck you want as a female. Females right now can tell us we ain't accepting no dudes that sagging our pants and actually mean it. Dudes like pussy too much. I'm talking about belts. It's sold the fuck out. Just that simple. Because we ain't stopping wanting what we want. That's up. That ain't gonna happen.
Because as long as somebody can accept it, it ain't gonna change.
Nah.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. We can put that in a lot of things. As long as somebody accepts it, shit ain't gonna change.
Yeah, I mean, you're always gonna have someone to view your, your viewpoints, but you need the masses to be different. You're never gonna change the minds of all.
Yeah,
you need to shift what's at the top. That's about it. That's all we can do.
Shift the top mindset thought.
That's just like people say poverty and shit. I think I said this a couple times. poverty is going to be there. You know what I mean? Poor is going to be there. There's always going to be a poor. There's always going to be a rich. The problem is that black people are in the poor class. You know what I mean? It's time to get the fuck out of the poor class. It's always going to be a poor class because capitalism needs it. It needs people to work for them. It just is what it is.
Yep. And ain't nobody got a better alternative yet, so.
Yeah, not yet. So we just have to be the ones that not be in the poverty class. And which to say that is kind of wrong. I mean, kind of fucked up too, because I don't want no one to be. But, you know.
Somebody's going to be less fortunate than others.
Someone's going to be less fortunate than the others. I just don't think you have the right to treat people
different because of their poverty.
There we go. I mean, that's where I think people is foul. I never seen a homeless person on the street and not give $1 because they was white. That's kind of weird to do.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, all you see is, damn, they're down bad. Nothing about them, their skin color, popped in my mind. It's like, shit. I seen a black homeless guy gave the same amount of money as a white guy because it's like, shit, this is fucked up with what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing, oh, damn, this is bad. I see this black dude homeless. No, I see a homeless person. That's what's fucked up. Mm-hmm. Definitely in a time like this where it's like, cold as a motherfucker. Oh man, I feel real bad.
Yeah, because skin color doesn't really stop kindness.
Nah, it don't. Definitely when you're not that type of person. And I believe that there's more kind-hearted people than evil motherfuckers out in the world. Mm-hmm. But I think the kind-hearted people, they're not brave people.
No.
They're too nice to the point where they're not brave enough to say that they're nice because they know that's not trending.
Mm-hmm. And also, people have another weird fetish that because you can't be kind and an opposition at the same time. Not even opposition. Like, I'm not gonna stop my kindness for a person. Or hell, I wouldn't like. I'm trying to get a better. I just had it in my head, but a better word for it is like when it came to that, like when you said you would not give some money to a white person.
Wait a minute, she said she has never seen a homeless Asian. Just a thought,
but I haven't. But I haven't. That's crazy.
I think because culturally, they take care of theirs.
Yeah.
And they deal with their problems. They deal with their, you know what I mean? They deal with theirs. You know what I mean? We kind of discard ours. You know what I mean?
But that's kind of like the American way, though. I don't know if it's always been that way, but the American way has always been kind of we discard our people.
Because they step with the fact that they're Asian, they're Chinese or whatever. We try to believe of an American thing when what is American? Like I'm black, I'm African or whatever the hell I am. You know what I mean? That American thing is it's made up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't see how people do it though. I don't see how people can argue with a homeless guy. It's kind of sick. It kind of make, if I see someone, if a guy come up to you and he asks you for $1, say no if you don't want to give it to him. You don't argue. Like, what is your goal to make them feel what they already feel the way they feel? They're homeless. You're actually going home to a bed. You get what I'm saying? To an actual pillow. Why shit on a person like that? What low of a type of person are you? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's the people that want everybody to suffer like they suffer.
Said they never seen a crackhead Asian. They got to stop it. Like,
no, but it's people that want everybody to suffer like they suffer. They're just like, well, I went through that, so why shouldn't they have to go through this to get where I am? So that's not the point. It's too much of, I made it, you should be able to make it too.
Yeah. And you never know a person's story. When a person sees a homeless guy or woman, they automatically assume that they fucked up. They did something to the point where that got them that way, which in a lot of cases it is. Mm-hmm. But you never know. I mean, a person could have been a genuine and great person that was trying to take care of their family, and hey, it just didn't work out. Like they just kept trying their best to get back on their feet, and shit just caught up to them, and and they just couldn't take it. They went from shelter to this and that. Hey, it is what it is. But sometimes everyone needs a little help. I don't care who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone fell on a bike before and they pops or they cousin or somebody helped them the fuck up. I mean, everybody needs a little type of help.
Uplifting.
Yeah.
It seems like it's too much work nowadays for some reason.
Yeah. Never seen a crackhead Asian. Wow. That's hilarious. I don't think Asians sold crack. Asians didn't sell it in their own community. We're the only ones that sell in our own community.
That's the dumbest shit ever.
Because we're comfortable there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Proximity.
And, you know, Asians can go into other communities and kind of, I ain't gonna say blend in, but
assimilate.
No one's gonna have that. They're here, so we go there and we try to sell in somebody else's community. You're gonna stick out. They already see your black ass. Like they didn't want you there. Type shit. So we said it's ours. And, you know, it's fucked up.
I know a lot of people that say shit like this. That doesn't exist. I said bullshit. Like motherfuckers be like, you're not supposed to be here. I don't care. No. Every black person has probably experienced going through a white neighborhood. Even if you was just looking for a house, like, or you know how people go look at houses for rent and shit like that?
When you went, yeah.
Motherfuckers still, everybody looking at you like.
When you with us, we went to a crab shack. It was the most awkward shit ever. We didn't leave. You already know me. My theory is, once I see that you don't want me here, I'm definitely staying. Oh, Lord, I got to see this through, my guy. I got to. Now I'm going to make you uncomfortable and I'm going to enjoy every bite of this. I'm like, delicious. And smile because I know you're mad now. You can't even enjoy your lemonade because I'm here. Like, damn. Like, damn.
I ruined your whole moment.
I ruined your whole moment. Like, now, let's make this a good outing here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not bothering me that you here. This crab tastes delicious. With you sitting right there. Why is it disgusting for you now? But anyways, we went there and we was the only ones of our kind, and it was just like you can hear a pin drop. Mm-hmm. And you're in a crab shack, so all you supposed to hear is clack clack. You know who's you hear? Our table, clack clack clack, and it was amazing for me. I'm just saying, like, fucking, you want to be uncomfortable, be uncomfortable.
Yeah, because I ain't do shit to you.
Yeah, I just came in. It is what it is. It didn't mean by me being so big, ain't nobody gonna say shit. They gonna want to. And then I stand up. They like, whoa, that's a nigger. Like. But anyways, man, like as always, man, appreciate all of y'all for pulling up King's Table, man. It's been a while, man. Thank y'all for, hanging in there with us, I mean, and sticking in there around us. Definitely Beltway Radio. Big shout out to Chip. Big shout out to Pastor Green Thumb, the whole Beltway Radio. And who is next anyways? Is it he say, she say? He say, she say is that they at 6:30. I mean, y'all peeped them out at 6:30. He said 7:30. And then 420 Radio is after them. I believe is at 9. Correct? Know what I mean? Y'all check them out. As always, man, King City.
King Smoke.
Know what I mean? Bang dough. We in this thing. Y'all chill. Get some more of this cognac and Moscato, man. Y'all go download that on every streaming platform.
And just when I thought that book of love was closed, was the moment that you opened the door. She might be a keeper, she might be a keeper, but pain from the past keep us both from even reaching. Oh well, maybe we won't, then again maybe we will. I'm just hoping she a 12 out of 12, a 12 out of dozen, a 12 out of dozen. I'm hoping that this effort isn't really all for nothing. A 12 out of dozen, a 12 out of dozen. Hoping we can be more than what we used to think that love is. I once heard at times love's a lonely road. You see the end, just be sure you picked up a few things as you go. That when you love, you gotta let it go. And when it come back round, be sure to hold it close. But when the heart goes through a couple things, it's hard for it to really ever be the same. And then it gets colder than a homeless Eskimo's shoulder. Ain't enough Vicodin to numb the pain the organ is holding. Don't really want it, but don't want to try again neither. If chose to pick one, I'd probably choose neither. I thought it before, feeling like that book of love was closed. Then you showed up and opened the door. I got lost in my thoughts, all in my head, like go over and talk. But I was that stunned by all of the beauty I saw. There I go again, thinking that we've been here before. But your smile was too hard to ignore. She might be a keeper, she might be a keeper, but pain from the past 12 out of 12, a 12 out of dozen, a 12 out of dozen. I'm hoping that this effort isn't really all for nothing. A 12 out of dozen, a 12 out of dozen. Hoping we can be more than what we used to think that love is. I can't help but glare, either she fresh or cleaner, better than the other. Slow key got me hoping she a 12 out of dozen. With a smile that'll light up a room full of shade to kind of talk to me.